Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? So, listen, I want to talk foundation primer today. Okay, so I struggle with oily skin. My skin always looks greasy, very oily. I don't care what type of foundation primer I put on, or whatever I do in regards to setting powders and different routines to prevent my foundation from being so oily and dewy looking. It never really works. I've bought so many products that it never works. One of the ones that I used to use, which at the time previously I thought was my favorite foundation primer, was this here, Becca. It's an Ever Matte mattifying foundation primer. Yeah, it does okay, but it doesn't do enough for me because if you look at some of my pictures, I still look very oily and dewy. Outside of using this particular foundation primer, I also use this Revolution Deep Darks baking powder. I also have some banana powder, and I just recently purchased this Juvia's Place setting powder also, which is a new favorite of mine. This Juvia's Place, and I think this shade is Gobi. So I like this particular product too. But let's get back to the foundation primer. So now the purpose of the foundation primer is so that your foundation will look smooth as you apply it onto your skin. Sometimes, of course, for me, I like to use a foundation primer once again because my skin is very oily. So I found a new product that I have been wanting to try for a very long time, and they were out of stock. Well, guys, let me tell you, I finally ordered some just last week, and I have it already. It took no time for me to receive it, and I couldn't wait to try it. Hence today's look. So I still use the same products that I use, but the only thing that I used different today was the new product, which is this J. LaRue cosmetic line mattified foundation primer. It came in a cute little packaging like so, okay? Now, when I tell you this is thebomb.com, plays no games, let me tell you. So when I put it on yesterday, I had already had my makeup on, but I went and grabbed a makeup wipe remover and just wiped off some of my makeup, applied some of the product, and then put some more foundation on just to see what it would look like. Oh my God, it's amazing. So a little bit goes a long way. Let me show it to you. So this is it. J. LaRue foundation primer. Has a nice little pump on it. One pump is actually too much, I think. Like I said, a little bit goes a very long way. Okay, so now when I put it on, it did make my skin feel rather tight. And it did have like it goes on clear, but it dries with like a little whitish finish. Okay, but it's not very profound because you're going to put your foundation on top of it anyway, right? So when I put it on, let it dry. It dried rather fast too. And when I tell you my face was tight, I kept doing I kept doing that because it really did make my face tight until I put the foundation on. And when I tell you, I put that foundation on with this Morphe foundation brush, M444. This is like a full coverage foundation brush. And I, of course, am one who likes a full coverage foundation. And then I followed it with this Morphe blending brush. Beauty blender, rather. I'm sorry. When I tell you that is the bomb too, now I have plenty of beauty blenders, but nonetheless, that one is a lot softer than any of the other ones I have. Plus, I like the way it's shaped, because it goes really nicely underneath the eyes. When you're doing like so, it gets right under the eyes there. And it's so soft. It was only like $8 at Ulta, I believe. But back to the foundation primer. Let me tell you, this is the bomb, y'all. So as you see, I don't know if you, well, you can't tell like I can, but previous pictures and videos that I've done without this, you can tell that my face just looks so freaking dewy. And it just looked greasy. It doesn't even look like I have foundation on. It looked like I have a lot of grease or baby oil or something on my face, which once again, I was using this Becca foundation primer. Now, I'm not going to discredit this particular brand because it may work very well for you. Your skin may not be as dewy and oily as mine. So nonetheless, this very well may work for you. So give it a shot. Of course, you always want to try different products to find out what works best for you specifically. Okay. Now, people do have, their favorites, but your favorite and my favorite could be two different things. Okay. So not only do I use, and love this foundation primer with my oily skin, I also have been using this Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control spray. Nonetheless, it doesn't do anything for me. Once again, I have super oily skin. But once again, if you want to try some products, that you don't know if they're going to work well for you, well, you got to try it. I can give you my reviews all day long, but if you don't try it for yourself, then you won't have the thorough understanding of how it works for you specifically. So typically what I would do, kind of two different ways. I would put my foundation primer on. Sometimes I would just spray this on all over my face first and let it dry, really good. And then I'll go on and proceed with my makeup application because I'm trying to, once again, control the oil that I have on my face. And so after, another routine I would do is after I'm finishing my face, I'll go ahead and spray that on as a final spray, let it dry. But nonetheless, to me, I can't tell that it does anything. I also have this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It comes out like an aerosol. Once again, for me, I can't say that it works so well. I do like both of them, but now sometimes when you do use a finishing powder like a banana powder or your setting powder or your foundation primer, sometimes you can put that on, and if you're not blending it well with whether you're using a foundation brush or a beauty blender, sometimes you can look kind of like ashy, have like a white cast, but maybe not white, but like a grayish cast over your face from the powder. So sometimes this will kind of diffuse that look if you go ahead and spray this on, a few little times and then let it dry. Sometimes you can be a little heavy with it, but it just depends on your preference once again. So definitely, if you haven't tried this J. LaRue foundation primer, mattified foundation primer, there it is once again, I would definitely encourage you to try it out. I ordered it online. It was $21 and it came within less than a week's time, if I'm not mistaken. But it was certainly worth the wait. It's definitely worth the price. 21 bucks. Now I thought, it's kind of small, but nonetheless, remember, a little bit goes a long way and you don't need a lot of it. I am impressed with this. I certainly am going to continue to use this particular product in regards to a foundation primer versus anything else because this works absolutely the bomb for me. Now, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram that use this product and I couldn't wait to try it. Now that I have, baby, this, I can pitch. I'm not going to ever use this again unless I use it for a different purpose, like on my eyes as an eyeshadow primer, but nonetheless, I'm not really worried about this. I could really pitch it in the trash, but this other particular one, it is the bomb. So listen, get you some, go online, go on their Instagram page. You can order it, just Google J. LaRue Cosmetics and their website will pop up so you can go ahead and check it out along with other products. Now, this is the first product of this line that I've tried, so I definitely can't wait to try other products that they have. They have some really nice, cool glitters that I see online, and so that'll be one of my next purchases. So once again, check out J. LaRue Cosmetics Foundation Primer, my absolute favorite. All right, we'll be doing another review at another time. But until then, check me out, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I got a few different pages here. So I'd love to hear some comments that you may have. Drop a question or two, a comment or two. Make sure you follow me also. Peace. Until next time. Bye.